stand-up comedy. Generally, I tend to recline. Now, generally I do improv, but you know what? Tonight's different. Tonight's special, and you know what, audience? So are you. Audience, forgive me if this is a bit forward, but you know what? We haven't known each other for very long, but I feel like I know you, you know? I feel like, you probably came home today after a long day of work, or school, or Warcraft, and you turn to your spouse, or your lover, or your overweight house pet, and you say, honey, or babe, or Dr. Chunk, and you say, I really need to get out tonight, I need to go out, I need to sit back, kick up my heels, let my hair down, go to see a comedy show, laugh, leave my troubles at the door where they belong, and at the risk of being presumptuous, I think you made the right choice. I think you're home. So, who's unemployed? Yay! I am unemployed. I find that the worst thing about being unemployed, other than being unemployed, is the way people react to your unemployment. Because, when you're unemployed and you answer the inevitable questions of, so what do you do and what are you up to these days with nothing and nothing, you get this reaction, this facial reaction that on the scale of facial expressions that you never want to see, it is somewhere between the face your dog makes when you step on it by accident and I'm afraid it's terminal, somewhere between that. If you don't know what face I'm talking about, yes you do, because you've made it, and because you've made it at the homeless person who asks for change at the bus stop. Like that. Like if this face had a name, it would be, your presence makes me feel bad, but I don't really want to help or touch you. The face, and we all know that face because we've all been there. We've all been homeless. On top of being unemployed, I am currently dealing with I am gay, much to the chagrin of my dedicated fan club, aka my parents. My mom's all right with it. My mom's cool with it. My dad has decided to plant himself firmly in the soil of the North African riverbed known as denial. He thinks that on some level I'm still secretly straight. Like he thinks that this whole gay thing is a ploy to attract men. Like, as if I came home from a really tough day of grade 12, like really like tired and frustrated, just like, I gotta try a different approach. To his credit, that would be playing really hard to get, I kind of wish I was that person, more like that person, confident enough to be like, what would drive men absolutely wild with desire? Not fucking them. I think we could all strive to be a bit more like that, hey? Ladies? I am gay. I've never been with a woman, never been with a man either, but I've never been with a woman, which for some reason makes people feel compelled to ask me, well, how do you know you're gay? And after a bit of thinking, I've come to the conclusion that I know I'm gay. Because the thought of being with a man elicits the same response as the thought of going to an Adam Sandler movie. Which is basically like, oh, see, I could. But, see, he's gonna be there. He's gonna talk, and he's gonna do a face, and he's gonna do a. He always has a voice, and he's probably gonna a tip. I've never been with anybody, and as a consequence, I've become like increasingly like naive and oblivious. Like I'll give you an example. Like the other day, I was walking down the street to the bus, as I do, and there was this guy walking on the other side of the street in the opposite direction, as people that weren't me tend to do. And he sees me,